Hello everyone, I just wanted to show you what I dug out of the shed, just collecting dust, and I'm going to turn these into holders for my jewelry fastenings. So just wanted to give you a heads up. I'm going to be cleaning those up today, and I'll get back with you and we'll show you what I'm doing. Thanks, enjoy the video. Well, here we are. This is the smallest little case. I went ahead and spray painted it a pretty pink. I'm using this Krylon ballet slipper, and of course I ran out. So because this is for me, I'm just going to go with what I have done so far with this color pink. The second one I'm going to do a whole different way. I've got another idea for the second one. So just giving you a heads up, this is where the smaller one is right now. I'm watching the paint dry. So I'll be right back with you. I'm doing something else with the little shelves in the house. I'll be right back. Well, this is what I've been doing for the little shelf. Okay, it came with all these grids that hold the little containers in place. They're blue, like the original color of the case itself, but I've been sitting here painting the edges. Now these are the parts that are going to show, so I didn't bother wasting a lot of spray paint and that sort of thing just on the edges, because I'm keeping this for myself. And if I was doing this for someone else, of course I would have been very neat about that, but as it goes, I haven't been. What I'm using here is, this is an enamel. It's a midget enamel. They probably, I don't even know if they make this, but I've had this with my Testors paint. It's the same concept as the Testors, but this is really, really thick. This is really old and really thick. I gave it a good stir, and I'm not one to throw this away because, you know, I can still work with it. All I've been doing is taking a wad, putting it down here on my tray, and then, you know, when you get your Testors paint, they give you a little container of acetone, and I've just been dipping my brush in this acetone and thinning. Just take a little bit off of there, and then just thinning it out with the acetone. And it's working well for me. So I've got one more to do. Like I said, I'm not being real neat about it, but I'm just going across the edges here. And I thought about using my chrome paints. And I tried it and it worked out beautifully, but I thought, oh, I'm not going to waste my chrome paste on these when I can use up some of this old paint. So this is what I'm doing. If you use a enamel paint like your Testors paint and it's thick, just use a little acetone and it'll thin that right out. So when this is done, the pink paint out in the shop should be dry, and we can put this together and then start on the second one. Okay, so let me get these done and I'll be back with you shortly. Hello everyone, I hope I'm set up there so you can see me. I had to rearrange a few things. I'm back over here. Hi. Here's our little cabinet or chest, whatever you want to call it, that I spray painted pink. Well, because I ran out of paint and the shop was warm, but probably not the best time of the year to use spray paint. Anyway, I did a poor job. I did a shabby job. I've got runs. It's blotchy. My edges, the paint didn't set. So whole different plan. Whole different plan for both this one and the large one. What I'm going to do, and the heck, I put it way over here. I'm going to do a little decoupage. This is leftovers from my wallpaper when I did this craft room. So I'm going to decoupage this wallpaper on the outskirts of this container. So before I do that, there's something I have to take care of, and that is where the handle was. This area here has a dip. I was able to take the hanger off or out. It's a little tricky, but I got it out. So what I need to do is fill this area to flatten it out, so I don't have a problem with dipping in the paper. And what I'm going to do is UV resin it. So I don't know if you can see me at this angle here. I'm going to tape this gap. I could have got a little less tape. I'm going to tape that so the UV resin doesn't run through it. Like so. And I don't know why this piece is on this side's kind of falling apart here. Oh, it needs a screw. I'll have to do that. I didn't even bother working with the bottom. I might though. I might put, if I get the paper on, cut that and let these little knobs show through. But yeah, look at the runs. I want to do better than that. There's a little bit of paint missing here, but I think I can deal with it, although there's runs there. But for the time being, I think those are the only gaps I need to worry about. Okay, so if I'm still in view for you here, I'm going to pour in some resin. This one I think is about empty. I don't think I can get anything out of there, but I better put a pair of gloves on. And I'm going to put a mask on because I'm using JDiction resin, the UV resin that I have left. And it smells a little strong for me. So I'm just putting on my hospital mask and my gloves. And we're just going to UV that to make it level. Talked enough just to explain that one little step, didn't I? All right, here we go. I don't know if I can get any more out of here. Might as well try. Probably not, but... Ooh, you know what that reminds me of? Oh, don't say it, Billie. Gosh. Witch's hat. Just saying. Reminds me of a witch's hat. Don't be surprised to see that in a video. Yeah, there's nothing here. Let's just get this filled up. Just want to make it level. Might as well. Leave that be. Okay. Now I'm going to get if my light will fit here. I've got a cord on the floor, 6-way. And I'm going to have to hold it in the air because I don't have reaching good enough. Okay. I'll put my lamp over there. And I'm going to give that 5 minutes with my Let's Resin. It's just 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. And I'll be right back when that's finished. Now, with the scraps of wallpaper, and I just went out and measured the other cabinet, or little chest, what do we call it? Just over 6 1/4 is the width. And This scrap here is just 12. So I might be wasting some, but I guess we can just work on the bottom with the waste or the excess and just go from there. So I'm going to come around over here. Pardon my background mess. Pardon my hair if you see it. I'm in my plaid, my good old plaid work shirt here. So I do have a straight edge here, and I think I'm gonna lap over and then not worry about matching, you know, the different steps in the paper, or what do you call it, the repeat. I'm not gonna worry about the repeat. I just want to cover. So we'll go ahead and start with this shorter piece, and I could work my way around the edge. That's a toss-up because I don't know how square this is, but we could try it. If all else fails, let me just, because I don't know what we've got in here. We probably do have enough to go from one side to the other. Let's see. That's centimeters. I can't read centimeters. We've got 40, 43, so I'll need like 45. 45 by, I'm going to give ourselves some extra. Let's go 45 by 7. So let me move this here. Got my Mod Podge. I've got my cutting mat. I don't know how it got kind of warped. It's not real flat. Maybe I can work it out of it. So there's 23. 23 and 23 is 46. Oh, I'll just double that then, eh? So let's just go give us some extra. We'll just double this. Okay. Pretty wallpaper, isn't it? I really enjoy this room. It lightened it right up. I do have a video. Be last summer, I think, when Dusty and I redid this room. It was my husband and I's old office. I did accounting in here, and he had his part of his job entailed, you know, paperwork, and it was dark. The rooms were maroon. I had baby animal borders, and oh, it just wasn't the most attractive. I called it the dungeon. And then we didn't use it. So I thought, well, you know, I was going to turn it into a room for my grandchildren. But that just can't be. So I went ahead and turned it into my craft room. How am I going to do this? I'm going to give myself 7 inches. So let's see. Let's just start marking Billie. Let's see. I have a pencil here. That's a white pencil. I don't need that. I had it handy. Pencil. I've got all kinds of things over on the right side of my desk here. And why can't I see oh, well, there's a pen. All right, let's just go 7. Or a little over 7. Just gonna give myself the edge of the ruler. I don't know if you can still see me here. Be easier to do it in smaller pieces, I think, but we'll try. I was going to use the extra wallpaper, and I do have some more, because the closet doors are still not up because I've got piles of stuff in front of them, and you know, they're old doors, and I was going to put wallpaper, you know, inside of the little areas that are, what do we want to call it, indentions or something. That was my plan, but at least I have a straight edge there. Let's just start cutting. I'm going to take a good old razor blade. One line to another line. I could have made another mark here. Let's see, how did I do that before? Oh, Billie. I think these will be cute. You know, it's funny. They've been sitting in my garage for at least 10 years. And so I dug them out. I thought, well, I'm going to use these. I'm going to put these to use. And then my husband pipes up with, well, what are you going to do with those? I said, well, I'm going to put some of my beading supplies in them. He says, well, I had plans for those. I thought, oh, too late, buddy. you had 10 years to work on your plan. So, you snooze, you lose. He just shook his head. All right, let's see. Getting there. I don't even know if I have the camera on. Oh my gosh. You walk around and see. That'd be a bummer if I didn't. Oh, I do. Okay. Sorry about that. Double checking, double checking. You know, this wallpaper has paste on the back, but I'm not going to mess with wetting it and, you know, doing what you do. I'm just going to let the Mod Podge take over. Do it that way. I'm not sure how square this is. Come back here, you. And I'm going to have it face me because I want to see the edge here. I guess we'll start at the bottom. I wonder how well that will fold over if I do it that way. It should work. So I'm going to start at the left side here. Oh, I cut so straight, I don't know which is my cut edge and which was the actual wallpaper edge. Oh gosh. That must be the edge I cut. Yeah. Okay. We're good. But isn't that pretty? I should have painted the little inserts gold instead of silver. But I had another idea for that too. Okay. Get my Mod Podge. I've got good old Mod Podge. This is Luster. It's a gloss. I don't know where my flat is because I had an old jar of that too. Just going to use them up. And I want to avoid putting Mod Podge on the top. I really want to avoid that. So hopefully I can get a good grasp on here. Now I've got a little bit of water, a little bit of dish soap. Over here, I have my Mod Podge brush. Oh, for heaven's sakes. I've got too many projects going at the same time. That's the deal. Let me look for that. Can't be too far off because it's my one and only Mod Podge brush. Okay. Just slice and dice this out. Well, I found it. It was right in front of my face the whole time. It's about 11 o'clock at night. I should have went to bed. But, all right. I'm just going to get... You can tell this is my Mod Podge brush. There's some other things I would really like to decoupage too that I've got out in the garage. What I need to do is start working on the big things rather than the little things, because if I work on the big things and can sell them or gift them, then I'm making headway in cleaning things up around here, which I really need to do. And I don't know, I might have mentioned it, but I have started a Go Imagine shop online. And if you just look up Billie Holman Creations, it should come up with Go Imagine, or you can just go to straight www.billieholmancreations.com. And I'm working on a storefront. And I have that link on my channel page. You can see that. It's one of the first links. I think it's just listed right below my picture. Not my picture, but the page picture. Anyway, I thought I'm going to try to focus on that. Because my music, I'm retiring in March. I'm retiring after 40 plus years of playing music. It's time. It's time, and I want to focus on this. I want to focus on my YouTube, on my crafts. I want to focus on all you fine people out there who have joined me in this. Maybe I can see the pencil marks just to be sure. There we go, yes. Have joined me in this little adventure of mine. So I'm going to go right to the edge. There's no reason not to. And if glue meets glue, we should be in good shape. I wonder, and then I was thinking maybe I should do some trim around the edges. But we'll see. Get my brayer. It's right behind me. Got this little desk back here with my, well, stuff on it, but my Cricut is there, and you know I have not hardly ever used my Cricut, and it's been, I think I've had it 4 or 5 years. Whoops. That worked out, eh? Did I rub a little too hard there? So anyway, that's something I just haven't worked with. I need to. I'm going to have to shove you back a little bit. Go by feel. It's amazing when you're doing arts and crafts, going by feel is with your fingers. It's amazing how it can guide you. It really, really is. I hope this will. See, it's got a bit of a twist there, but that's okay. Gosh, it's just an old chest of wallpaper. I think I got that pretty good. Now we're at the top. I'm going to come in again. My Mod Podge. Go right good at the corner there. Slap it on. A big brush would have been handy, but we're okay. Look how, see that resin, how it set it right, it set itself right flat in there, so I don't have to worry. The only thing I have to cut out is these little areas here for the handle. Oh, that'll work great. I'll get some extra glue on the edges there. I have a coffee table out in the garage that what my father had made probably when he first got married, before I was even thought of, when he was in Canada. It's a coffee table. It's plain, but it's covered in shellac, and I don't know what, I guess shellac was the closest thing to varnish they had in those days. But anyway, this is a very old coffee table, and it's been with my family forever. And when Dad and Mom were gone, I took it home, and I really want to decoupage it with some of my dad's memorabilia, you know, his union card, his, you know, photographs, different things that I have in a box that belong to him, and I'd really like to do that, and that would be a summertime job. So, God, I did cut enough, yay. So maybe we can work on that this summer. I'm big on heirlooms, you know, the stories behind them. Just doesn't seem like some of these later generations really don't care. But gosh, it's your heritage, it's your family. You know, it's where you've come from, and the people. You might have never met them, but gosh, you know, they were yours. Oh, that's going to be lovely, isn't it? Right, I'm making headway. And then by morning I can trim that. Oh, nice, 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 nice. All right, we're at the side. The bottom has little divots out. Where's that area I need to screw? I'll work on that. That's down here. So I think that's going to adhere really well, because I have two different glues here. So I won't keep you, but this is what I'm going to do for the bottom and the back. And I'll go ahead, the other one, the taller one, I want to do the same thing. And it doesn't have a handle on the top, though. I might put one on it. We'll see. So once they're all decoupaged, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow when I trim this down, then we can see what we need to do to possibly, you know, finish off edges. I do have an idea for I do have an idea for those racks I took out. It might be a little gaudy, but you know, let's just go. Let's bling it out. Just bling it out while we're playing with this. So, you know, there's about anything you can decoupage. Just about anything. And the results are lovely. Normally you go over the top too, but like I said, I don't want to go over this wallpaper because I think it would just lose its sheen, and it would probably do some wrinkling and reacting differently to it. But as long as it's down, we're in good shape. Okay, I'll say goodnight, everyone. We'll catch you when I'm ready to move forward with this, all right? Enjoy yourselves. Take good care. Hugs. Hello, everyone. Well, last night I was able to go ahead and paper the bottom. I didn't have a full sheet, but I went sideways and was able to cover it. And these are the little feet that are on the bottom here. And what I did is I took my little template here and I found the size of the circle. Let's see, which one was it? I found the size, I think it was 5/8, and I went ahead and took my X-Acto knife and just cut around that. So before we finish the back, I want to go ahead and paint these little feet. Now I have some acrylic paint here. It's a craft paint, Anita's craft paint, baby pink. So let's just put a little bit of baby pink on this. Once again, I have old paint. Look at that. It's kind of goopy. But I'm going to see if I can't get a little on my brush or pop that out of the way. We'll get to wet paint here in a minute, I think. We can thin it out. You can always just add water. Here we go. Let's get down to the wet stuff. Should have mixed it. Anyway, now that I have it all over, let me grab a paper towel here. Kind of wipe that off a little bit. I'm just going to paint those feet. I was going to use my tester's paint, but I don't have a light pink. Now that I'm going to have it everywhere, let's just paint these feet real quick, and then I'm going to put some polyurethane on top of that to seal it. I mean, these feet aren't a big deal, but I figured if we're going to finish it, let's just finish it. Get it on there pretty thick. And just take a second to dry. Well, a little more than a second, but big glob there. Just try to fill in the little gaps there with paint. It'll work. It works for me. If I can reach over here. Then we'll just do the back real quick while this is drying. Shouldn't take too long. I haven't even looked at the big one yet. I need to wash it down. And I'm not going to spray paint it. But it's going to be the same concept as this one. And when I'm through, I can show you both of them when they're completed. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. We've got sunshine today, and the snow is melting. It's going to be wet. Wet and muddy. That's okay. Spring will soon be here, won't it? Can't wait. Then we're going to try to decorate this. This is going to take a couple coats. Maybe I can thin down the paint a little bit before we do the second coat. But I've had this paint for ages. If this wouldn't have had feet, I would have put bumpers on it. But we'll just go with what we have. And if you would like me to do some more decoupage projects, I would love to. Just let me know in the comments section. I can show you some of the things I've done that have turned out brilliantly. One especially, I took a one of those little bouncy horses on the springs. I took that apart and I decoupaged the whole horse, and it is really, really cool. I remember I'll put a picture on the back of this video or at the end. All right, that's the plan. So far, it's goopy, but you get the idea. Let's go on to decoupaging the bottom. I didn't bring clean water from my brush. I'll put it in my other one. Okay, now. Yeah, that's what you do. You paint it, and then you just wipe it off like that because, oh, you're not thinking, Bill. What am I going to do with myself? Sometimes I ask. What am I going to do with me? It's okay. I'm doing all right. I am just enjoying this phase of my life. I mean, retirement is pretty awesome. Try that again, Billie, and don't touch it. Gosh. It's quite a messy job. All right. I'm going to go over to the other side of my desk and we'll take care of that bottom. Okay? Just scoot around here. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm just going to fold these corners in. So I'm just going to take my scissors, go right to the tip of that corner, cut into that. And this isn't going to be a flat surface because we've got a little ridge here, but that doesn't matter. I just want to do the whole thing. Okay. Then we'll just be folding. Get rid of this flap. It's just a piece we can get rid of. See, same problem here. Just cut a little V in it. Okay. That Mod Podge hooking up with the wallpaper paste on the back of this paper has just been pretty cool. I guess I need to measure out a piece first though, right? Now that's the good end. Let's just do a guesstimate here because I want to come right into the edges. Take my tape. What's that going to be? That's going to be, gosh, everything's just thrown around. That's how it goes though, crafting, doesn't it? It goes from here to there, everything. And I've got piles of projects with what I'm going to be using just piled on little areas of this room. I've got it all grouped. I don't know if I'll ever get to it. So let's go 13 by 14 and 3 quarters. Right? Just going to put this aside. Okay, now I'm going to flip this over and show you what else I did last night, and we'll finish it real quick. Nice. Okay, put that in some water. I think we're done with it. Might have to move my camera angle for you. Now this is the top. Flip it over. I'll show you what I did. Remember these trays, these little things that hook in, and they're a bugger. The side ones were a bugger to hook in. But since we painted that silver, since I painted it silver, I thought, well, for goodness sakes, let's just find this. This is what I had. Some of this. There's not much left, but I had some rhinestone, sticker strips, but the stones were too big, and it would interfere with opening and closing the drawers. So with this one, I had a drawer right here. They'll slide in and not interfere with these edges, right? So let me move the camera angle, come down and work on this last one. And let the rest of that dry. Okay, let's see where I am. Okay, well, let's see. I'm going to pause you and then set you up again. That would be easier without jiggling you around, okay? Okay, I don't want to get you way up in the air. You won't be able to see exactly what I'm doing, but I think it's easier if we put that trim on while this is set in. And you need to make sure the little hooks are facing down, because that's what holds your little trays in. These are bendable. Oh, last night I was so afraid I was going to bend one. And they've got little notches in the back. Get that into place. That into place. Then there's a notch in the middle right there where that snaps in. Is this one in place? Yes. There. So all I did, got a piece cut, is I took this B7000 which is a jewelry glue. And I just, running out of this too, I just ran a bead clear across here. Being pretty generous with that too. I'm just going to do half at a time. Then I took a piece of a mini brush here and just kind of flattened it out, spread it around a little bit. And you know, I've got, everything I've touched this morning has UV resin on it. I've got that everywhere. I've just been sticking, everything I've picked up has it on there. So I must have been pretty sloppy with that. Let's just get that down. Come on, don't move on me. It's sticking to my fingers because my fingers are sticky. I thought these would add to it, right? How cute. We'll make it really girly. Make it really girly. You know, I bet you could find, I don't know what these are called, these tray thingy jiggies. This one's falling out again. These holders, little cabinets. I bet you could find those at yard sales, or even at the, you know, used places like Goodwill or Salvation Army. But you could find these. These would be pretty for your jewelry in general. I think I'm in spring organization mode. Okay. Get that on there. See where the paint's messed up there? I'm not going to worry about it. Like I said, I did a poor paint job and at the end of the day didn't like it anyhow. There we go. I still have the handle to contend with. And I think I know what I'm going to do with that. There. Sure that's nice and straight. Let that dry. Okay. Now let me show you what else I came across when I was looking for those corner pieces. I got these from Temu. God, seems like everything I'm getting from Temu. I just need to knock it off. There's that. They've asked me to do another Temu haul, and I know a lot of folks aren't interested in that, but you get some free product doing it that way. So these are what I have. And I thought, look here. Oh, I'm going to keep messing this one until I get the trays in it. Just won't stay put. Stamp in there. Okay. This is what I'm thinking. What if we did it right there? What if we did these in the corners like that? That's not going to interfere with the trays. I think that's kind of cute. But I do need to trim a little right here, unless I put something across. I'm thinking, oh, should I just go wild and do something around the border? I'm not sure. I've got ribbon. Where did I put it? I grabbed some. Here we go. I don't know if this will be too gaudy or not. I've got some of this ribbon. Where's the end? I thought maybe, just maybe, all thumbs. She's all thumbs. Gosh, that's some good tape. For heaven's sakes. Where's my knife? I don't know what I would do without a knife blade. Here we go. See, I don't know. This will probably be a pain in the butt to do that, don't you think? Around the edges. But I might. It would finish it off. What do you think? Maybe I will. Just for kicks and giggles. So the front will be finished off. The drawback is the little trays are kind of old and murky looking, but maybe I'll do that. So these little corner pieces I know for sure I want to put on there. I'm going to let the rest of this dry. And let's work on the handle. So let me get ready for that and I'll be right back. Okay. Whew, it feels good to sit down. Here is the handle, this rubber black handle that slides into the little slots that I did not cut out yet. I'm thinking of just covering this, because if I paint it, it'll, you know, crack if you use it, I'm sure. So since I had that ribbon out, let's just wrap it. Let's just wrap. I wish I had a wider ribbon in pink. But actually, let me look real fast. Come to think of it. Yes, come to think of it, I found some. Now, this is kind of a pretty mauve color. It would go with the roses. This is a brighter pink. But, you know, it's it's just a handle. I think I'm going to go with this. And we'll just cut it in half and wrap this handle. Oh, come on. Here we go. More tape. Okay. I'm just go 1, 2, 3 for the length, maybe. Let's go 4. Cut it in half. I know we'll have plenty. Let's just do that. Get rid of that ribbon. I have longer scissors over here. Oh, I'm getting more excited about this. Let's just do it. It's just going to be a rough wrap anyway. Could have done it in thirds. One thing's for sure. My husband won't want his little, he won't want his little screw and nut holder back. That's for sure. Okay. Let's just wrap this. I'm going to start with a little E6000, I think. And once I've got it wrapped, I'm going to add a little paint to the edges, that pink paint that I showed you. And oh, then maybe a silk flower. Oh goodness, now I'm going Victorian on you, I think. But I love Victorian design. I really, really do. All right, come on, you. Good water this. This dries really quickly. I could use the little super glue too. Let's see where we can go with this. I think if I just spread it on the bottom, we're going to go all the way to the edge with that. If I put it on the bottom, we should be pretty good shape. before it dries. Could use jute or anything. I guess it depends on what kind of style you're going to go with on your little box here. Go once around the edge, then kind of start an angle. Oh my goodness, I'm getting it everywhere on myself. That will work just fine. The black will show through, unless I double it up maybe. Oh, for goodness sakes, Billie, you're getting it all over yourself. Okay. Need more. Quit touching it. Well, it beats that black rubber. And you know, I thought about, I wasn't going to go rooting for it, but maybe on the next one. You know, some handles I have, some nice handles that you put on your resin trays. I thought maybe I can glue one of those onto the big one when I'm done with it. I could have looked for one for this one, but like I said, until I can get my everything off the floor, I'm not going to go rooting. I've just bending over and rooting's tough on this old girl's back. Get some more out of here. Good old club. So, I'll finish this handle, trim the edges that I need to trim. Maybe put the ribbon around the side like I thought. And then I'll come back to you when this one, at least this one is finished. And I think it'll be lovely. And it still bends there. I'm doing it off camera, sorry. So I'm wrapping, and I think I'm going to wrap back. I have enough just to cover up the black underneath and just paint the edges and put it in place. So I want to thank you for putting up with me on this project, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you give it a try and let me know if you have something you'd be interested in me doing. Well, heck, whether it be resin or anything. But decoupage, I have some other things here that I want to do. And if you don't mind, I'll go ahead and make some videos. So until then, I'll see you soon. Take good care. Have a great day. Love you all. Sending big hugs. Bye. Everyone, pardon the chaos behind me. I haven't cleaned my desk, but I wanted to show you how this turned out. Oh, it looks great. Sides look good. Back looks good. It's fully papered. Let's start here. I have the handle put in. I'm pretty close. I'm holding the phone. Don't let me get you dizzy. Put the handle in. I picked out some silk flowers I had. A pretty pink rose. I put on a few little bubbles down here. And a few over here to hide the little crease where I cut the paper. Now, I went around the sides with the same middle pieces that I used here. And the corner pieces, look at that. It looks so good. Anyway, the drawback. There's a drawback. I put a few things in. And as you can see, I did just resin UV resin, what was inside. I haven't even gone through to get everything put away. But I don't like the looks of the trays because, you know, they're old. I don't know how old they are, but they're scratched up. They're foggy. I have cleaned them. I can't get them any cleaner than they are. So, oh, should I go a bit further? I found, well, I got these off of Temu. Let me grab them. We'll look down here. I'm sorry, I'm wiggling. We'll look down here, and these are stickers. They're Victorian stickers. And I thought I could put them, let me just slowly move you up. I could put them on each one. I'll just cut them at the bottom, put them on each one of those trays. Then I could either, you know, glue a little piece of what's in there on there, but I think I'm going to do that. I think that would just complete it perfectly. So I wanted to give you an update. This second one is going to take me a while, so I won't even include it in this video. I'll give you a still down the road and, you know, show it on my community page or something so you can see what I did. But I like this. I think these little stickers are going to be perfect. So that's where I am. And then I'll take a still of it in its little place. So, yeah, here's a little peek of the what I look at every day. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's all organized and separated. It's just too much of it. And I'm not even going to show you what's to the right of me. So, anyway, now I'll call it. I'll say this is great. I love this project. I hope you try it. It's pretty darn simple. Just takes a little time. But I could have done it probably in a full day. But yeah, now I know what to look forward to when I do the other one. So meanwhile, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll catch up with you real soon. Sending big hugs. Bye.